coming before work. We've got a little holiday coming up this week, a little trip to Benidorm to see Sticky Vicky. So I've said to Jan, if you're coming before work, I'll do a little bit more on that back to make it look a bit better. Just watch how he handles this.
Alright, I'm there. I'm not just saying it. I could have that. I could do that all day, but because it's your first turn, you might think the forearm's sore, but then when you do other areas, like back is completely, like the feelings you get, it's strange. I could settle myself there easy.
Yeah.
But on inside and stuff is completely different.
Yeah. No, well, the first 5 hours or whatever was
5 hours. It's a long time.
It was okay. But after when you went back, you know, to touch it up, it's fucking hell like a razor. You know, because it's all kind of calming down, and then you're going back at it and fucking ramming it down his throat. It's like, fucking hell, isn't it that, you know? Last 5 minutes, I couldn't fucking bear it anymore, honestly.
That's what I'm like now.
I was thinking, fucking hell, is it gonna stop?
It looks like someone's took batteries out at a clock.
Yeah.
That's red hot, that. God, how do people sit there all day and have this done like this? I say it every time.
So can you go back in time a few years and remember the first time you met Patrick? Where was it and what were you doing? 'Cause you met him before me.
I was in a car, the one do you not remember? Oh no, a motorbike. I think that's what it was. Patrick were in there doing all airbrushing for him. And then he ended up doing my bike. Can't remember how it come about, but he ended up doing that bike.
Because he wasn't doing tattooing then at all, was it?
No, just doing it at Leeds College of Art, I think. Just, you can't talk while you're doing this, it kills. And how people can sit and talk there. He was at college for like 2 or 3 years and he wasn't really getting paid for it. And he was having to pay college. And I said, you're better off. He had a year to go, and I said, if you're going to carry on for that amount of time, what you're going to get at the end of it is no point having A-levels in art if you're not going to make any money from it. Because it's hard to sell paintings. And then he says, well, what do you realise? So you're better off packing in and starting to work straight away from us. We can get you work instantly. So I think he just packed his last year in and didn't even complete the full thing that he was there for. But
I think that last one was like advanced art. I don't think it was just he'd already done 2 years normal. But like you say, for spending another 12 months there, how much work were we losing out on when we had work lined up for him? And they can't really train you to be a tattooist because it's sort of frowned upon a little bit.
I think he paid about $4,000 to do the like university thing. Like, killing that.
We've been going 3.5 minutes.
God.
We don't want this backlock in a mess when you're on beach at Benidorm and seeing Sticky Dicky following you.
Yeah. He put me a seagull on my back.
Seagull?
He thought I said seagull, but I said eagle.
You're not taking us there.
So what you might recognise, when we're doing all these videos, we have spells of the same people in for a while. So basically what happens is they pre-book the tattoos. So they might have booked a year in advance, but they've done a block booking. So we get to see them every 3 weeks, every 4 weeks for quite a while. Then we move on to the next. That's why you're sort of seeing it coming like waves. Right, bud. Just reworking it, innit? Because you aren't happy with it. Show me what it was again, refresh my mind, and then we'll crack on. Yeah, we'll do, yeah. Yeah, I'll try that. Yeah, so we're just going to try and get it all a lot better and get rid of some of these, because it just looks very, very stripy, doesn't it? Yeah. No worries at all. Straightforward, that, mate.
Yeah, man. So today we've got Rob in. Rob's got an old tribal, and I think there'll be a lot of people out there that's got a similar thing to this. What we're going to do is, we're going to sharpen all the edges up, make it nice and crisp, and then in the gaps that he's got, you'll have seen like the Polynesian style of it, like the rocks. in between the gaps we're going to put some detail into there to try and change the look and bring it up to date. How old is this? About 15-year-old, is it?
Yeah.
So
Probably more. It's been done in about 4 different stages, about 3 different tattooists, yeah.
Yeah, so there will be a lot of people out there that's got this similar thing. If you do want it done, bob in and see us. If you're lucky enough to have some bigger gaps, you will get a lot more detail in there, because sometimes people have them where they've got a really small gap and you can't really do much with it. But bob in and see us and we can definitely sort you out. So if you've got a tribal tattoo, show us a picture and we'll see what we can do.
So is it actually a right and a wrong doing this, John, or is it just you using your own interpretation?
Whatever gaps he's got, I'm going to put a pattern in, and I think it needs to be a little bit more busy, then I'll change the pattern that's in it. But I'll try and use something that is detailed to make it a little bit busy so it takes your eye off the black and you look more at the pattern than you do the black.
Something like
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, so
Something like that.
we'll see how we get what we get done
Yeah,
now.
and then when obviously next time I come, that I want that the old-fashioned.
So we're just gonna. Oh yeah, the pin-up girl.
But that I think that'll be fun.
So are we just gonna see where we get to really? Like,
Yeah, that, and then
So what's the plan with this bit?
I don't know. I'm going to leave that to you.
You just wrap it up for time being.
Well, I rung up and I asked whether you do it,
Yeah.
whether you do the
Just done it anyway,
outside
yeah.
first.
It's funny because you've put nothing creamy. You left that gap here.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, that probably
Yeah,
that, and that it's more than all.
You can.
No, when you did that, it was that there. It was.
You can.
I nearly got up and walked out.
That's some time ago. That.
It's terrible.
Painful.
Painful.
It's a bit better, yeah.
What?
Looks a bit better. What are you going to do? Are you going to wrap it up or just wait shirt?
Get a leg up here.
What I mean is though, your spine, it should be like this. You've got to tilt the pelvis. You know how to tilt your pelvis, don't you? Because you do that. It's the opposite.
That hurts.
Why is Brian got a semi on?
The back's so much better.
There you go. Now try and touch toes.
Right, Brian, don't
Right,
stand
now
up.
stop your knees. Stop your knees.
Oh god, that pain there is that bad.
That's because that's how tight your hamstrings are.
It's going to come to it tomorrow.
It's 5 minutes.
Brian, just stay there for 5 minutes. It's swelling will go down.
Right, let me do this. Get some money.
So, Dave, first full day of your tattoo sleeve. What did you think to it? What you expected?
Yeah, all fine.
Were you nervous?
I was a little bit, but once we got going, all fine.
Good stuff. And obviously, it's not fully done. Like I said, the top bit's marked on,
Yeah.
but you can sort of see the layout, how it's heading. So now it gives you a chance to go away and have another little rethink if there's anything else you want in it before we start filling it up. If you're struggling, I'll just help you with ideas and we'll just sort of do it that way, mate.
No, I love it. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Well
for
impressed.
coming.
Thank you.
He sat like a demon. So, Patrick, yesterday I asked Jan a question. When was the first time you met and how? How did you become friends?
Oh, with Jan, she's done about, a year ago? Something like that. He was doing his motorbike. I was doing the airbrushing his motorbike.
Is that before you did any tattooing at all?
Yeah. I did like about a couple of them really before I know
So
him.
what actually got you to... I know you're an artist and you used to airbrushing, but what
No,
made
I
you...
was at the same time I was in college, innit?
Yeah.
In Leeds, and basically just say, come on, pack in. Not that were you probably.
I think it was Jan. Jan was
Jan
saying,
or
you don't need
Jordan.
you don't need college. You don't need...
Yeah, come on, pack in and just start working. And basically that's what I did, didn't it?
Yeah.
At some point.
How many years later are we talking now? 8 years?
Something like that. 7 years, I think. Something like that. 7 or 8.
So at the
I'm not
beginning, how nervous were you doing tattoos? Because I think that's a massive key factor in it, being scared
Oh,
and nervous.
It's proper scary, especially if you're foreign.
Yeah.
And everyone's speaking in English. And
Even just meeting new people
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
you know,
talk to them, customer service as well. You have to be like,
and understanding what they want.
yeah.
It's
It's a long journey with the tattooing, proper long journey.
So where do
I
you
don't
think-
recommend it.
Where do you think yours is going to end, or will it ever end? Are you quite happy?
Prison.
Probably. No, I think it's gonna be. I don't know. The next thing is gonna be paintings, probably. If I can't do tattoo anymore, if I'm gonna start shaking, you know, and stuff like that.
Have you had any issues from being a tattooist that mean anything at all? Eyes, hands, back?
No, I just don't like doing the same thing really all the
Yeah,
time.
just
you
the
know.
repetitiveness.
Yeah. I like to completely different things, different ideas. I love it.
Well, we'll keep trying to get you different stuff in then.
As
Treat you
always.
at Skinworks.
What do people want?
That's it.
So this video is sponsored by Volvic. If anyone wants any water, just remember Volvic is the water to drink.
So what do you think of Sam going on Naked Attraction? Is it something you would have done when you were single?
The lad's a clown. Like, that's all I can say.
Proper clown.
What? He's never going to get a decent bird if he's showing his penis alive on TV. That's all I can say. What about when he's got kids and he's older?
That could be true.
Is it as bad as OnlyFans? Yeah.
Well, he's on that as well.
I know, like, you're never going to find anyone decent, because if you've got kids, then they're going to see, oh. That's why I think online things now where you're getting your love length out is not what people want to be seeing.
So, Jan, where are we and what have you done?
We're at Skinworks Tattoo Studio, and we've just done a tribal rework into a Polynesian, I think that's what you kind of call it, just something that's a bit more up to date. Now he can walk out of here feeling like The Rock, and when he's walking around pool on holiday, I think all women will be like, look at that hunk over there with that tattoo.
Would I need the tattoo for that?
Maybe.
Maybe. So we reworked it all today, we've done it in 6 hours. He did have something on his chest already, so we kind of had to work that into it by putting a bit of shading around it, but if anyone has got an old tribal like this and you have got some big gaps, you can fill it out with patterns and it completely changes the look of it. And I think it looks like 10 years newer than what he had on originally. It just makes someone look a bit more modern, a bit more up to date, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on it, mate? Is that how you planned it, or did you not know what it could do?
I didn't know what he could do, but it's absolutely blown the mind what he has done. It's amazing, and it's so much better than what it was. And yeah,
Show you a mirror actually, you haven't seen a mirror yet, have you?
No, I
Have
haven't.
a quick look at the mirror, we'll see what you think. People will think that's set
Wow.
up for camera, but
No, that's fantastic.
it's a bit like that Miami Ink moment. You're not
Yeah.
going to cry, do you want a tissue?
No, that's just absolutely amazing. Superb.
But it looks completely different to a tribal. You don't
Completely
look at the
different.
tribal anymore now, you look
No.
at the pattern.
The pattern, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
No worries at all, good. Right, mate, we'll wrap it up, but you don't look at the tribal now.
Yeah.
The picture is more of the pattern.
Yeah.
Naked Attraction. Please reveal the bottom half of the bodies.
Dum, dum, dum.
Probably about 4 or 5 inches.
Well, you've got two, love. Is that any good?
I am reasonable. Absolutely love how smooth it is.
Oh,
They have a really
look at that,
big
Sam.
chest.
Like a young
When I'm
baby.
lying on the chest, gorgeous. He looks like a bit of a bad boy. He looks like he's
Bad
a bit
boy?
of a
Have you ever been
heartbreaker.
out drinking with
Okay,
him?
But you think he's sexy? I think he's very sexy. Yeah. Orange.
Come on, Sam. Don't go out yet.
Um,
Jesus. That'll be embarrassing.
Red.
Oh, Sam, you've been chuffing let down again.
No, he's really completely fine.
I can't believe it.
You know.
So Lauren, there's a Sam.
You told me
He's
you won.
28. He's a truck driver from Leeds. Sam, pop
A
down,
truck
say
driver,
hello.
sponsored by Skinworks.
Are you a heartbreaker?
Depends on the girl.
There we go.
There's no
Oh, he's
sympathy
nervous.
for Wet Willy. Goodbye.
Bye.
Womp,
Because there's so
womp.
many girls. I'm not into gaming, and I prefer gaming, and I prefer to be out with lads.
Patrick versus Jan.
I want to see what
John thinks he's Bradley Cooper on American Sniper. Apart from he's got ginger sideburns.
Oh, it's different that.
Thanks for watching this week. Don't forget to subscribe.